Good day. Let's begin with a healthy and wealthy day. Myself, Sam J. William, a member of the Onfyx Youth Forum and a management student. Every individual has a story to tell, every business has a lesson to share, and every interview has an empowering and inspiring message. Today, we are at Ensconce, located at Marthalli, for Rise Up Entrepreneurship series powered by Onfyx. Now we have Miss Srividya with us. Let's hear about her entrepreneurship journey. Morning, ma'am.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here with Onfyx.
Thank you for your
I'm
time.
glad to be part of it.
Glad to have you with us today. So, for beginning with the questions, so can you please tell us about yourself and your business?
Okay. To start with, I'll just mention that it's definitely been a different journey for me. Working in the corporate for about 20 years, all the while I've been working only in the IT industry for
20 years.
20 years.
That's a really long time.
Yeah, and it's definitely a big shift for me to come from an IT companies to the non-IT and working with the MSMEs to really make a difference for them. About me, I have done my master's from University of Massachusetts Lowell, Boston, and I worked in US for about 5.5 years for different companies in the atmospheric sciences space, telecom companies, and education sector. I moved back to India in 2005 and I joined in TCS. TCS was one of the first companies. In fact, they gave me an opportunity really to lead about 25 odd applications, and it was a huge effort from me. Coming back from a software development background and coming to India and taking that kind of a space, it was a huge shift. And I'm
must have been really challenging.
Indeed grateful to TCS. I was also one of the, first 12 employees in TCS to be identified for the training program.
The first 12, no?
First 12 employees across India.
That's great, no?
Yeah.
Throughout the country.
Throughout the country, they selected 12 employees to undergo a residential program, and this residential program was about talent engagement, ownership culture, accountability, management perspectives, and improvement and growth for the employees and the company, right? And that really gave me a big shift in terms of the talent and engagement growth, and different management perspectives in terms of internal growth in different verticals or domains, and that is what I carry even today, and definitely that is one experience I owe. Next, I joined Infosys. I was one of the youngest project managers when I was hired at Infosys. I worked at Infosys for about 6 years, and
Okay, so 5 years there and 6 years here.
TCS I worked for 3 years, and then Infosys I worked for 6 years. And then I moved to Fidelity Investments as a development manager. Then I was also hired at UST Global. I was particularly hired for one of the healthcare giant in US when they merged with the UK giant again. For their healthcare and wellness segment, merger, and I was hired for the as a portfolio development manager for that giant. And I shouldn't be naming the client, hence, but that was one opportunity where I really got to understand the talent point of view, how to really develop portfolios and develop internal practices for the team to really evolve and practice internal process improvements and measures. And I have handled about 40 odd portfolios and project managers and architects while working in that space, and that has also been a very good experience, I would say. And after that I quit, and 2017 I started my company.
This is a very young company right now.
Yes.
That's nice one. So you were the 12 in a million, the first very batch, and now you are a very wanted person by the corporate industry.
Absolutely, it is. I'm so humbly placed in this segment, and people do recognize our efforts in terms of business transformation and management services.
That's nice. So, secondly, what's your favorite aspect about being an entrepreneur?
I would say, business transformation is not a cup of tea for everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
And many players in the market like KPMG or McKinsey, Bain Consulting, there are many companies who are actually already doing great service in this space. My vision has always been to help the smaller segment, smaller businesses,
small
industries. And with the expertise, whatever I have gained over the last 20 years, before 2017, I'm actually trying to see that I can make a difference to the MSME segment. Now, MSMEs are up to 250 crores of businesses fall under the MSME segment. And
that's a big thing.
That's where I'm actually spaced.
What is your current business goals now?
I would say I am very well placed in the domestic market. Pan-India have been servicing the companies, and most of the metro cities, in fact, have been helped the companies for the business transformation management. Most of the metro cities we've been able to cover. In fact, tier 2 cities also. My goal is to reach out to the global market as well. Since I've already worked with the US and UK European customers, it's just a matter of time for me to get there and help the companies for business transformation and compliances in the other countries as well.
That's a big economic step towards your company. Nice. So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Like I said, yeah, that's definitely my goal is. I always believed in having a strong team, and only as a solopreneur you cannot really achieve the scale what you really want to achieve.
Yes.
So in the next 5 years, I want to really see that I have a good team, which I already have, dependable people in the organization who help with the statutory compliances, financial compliances, annual compliances, and all that. Apart from transformational aspects in terms of building the people measures, process measures, technology, digital transformation, we have always been helping the companies with. Now I want to really expand my services to make sure that I have being able to reach out to a larger audience, larger set of customers in that segment where they really see value in terms of the transformation.
That's nice. It's a big step towards your economic values. I really appreciate it. So, what inspired your business for you to start this business, and what's your unique selling point again?
Yeah, so I would say what I have seen is, since I've worked in the US market and India, also. Everyone see India as a service provider with less quality.
Yes, ma'am. We've been a developing country.
We are a developing country, but again it is a very individualistic perspective that we are not really up to the mark. India definitely has made its mark, no doubt about it, and we just have to put ourselves in front of everyone. Said we are no less than any other country. We have to prove it. And business transformation is a big step for growth companies, even sustaining companies and growing companies. It's a big step to really bring in the quality measures, people aspects. Training and attrition is a big issue in our small businesses, actually, in the MSME space, and that's what we have been working on to really bring that. Yes, each of these companies can step up and bring in those kind of a quality inferences and measures in each of the domains wherever they are working on, and really show that to the different countries that we are no less.
So being an entrepreneur, you're trying to globally reach out and make a mark for India.
Absolutely.
You're representing the country.
Absolutely, I do want to, and I've already made my mark in the MSME space. People do see me as one of the top SME service advisors. I really want that to take it to the next level and show that yes, we are here to grow these small and medium businesses.
So being a good citizen as an entrepreneur.
Absolutely, yeah. I vouch for our country, so definitely.
That's really awesome, to be honest. So what was your first objective when you started this business? The very first?
Right, so if I look back at my own journey, I've been in the people, process, technology functions. I've also been participating on the software project management, ERP, CRM solutions, or be it anything. Digital transformation is a big thing for even if it is a small business. Digital transformation makes a lot of difference to the companies, which companies have not realized in the past. But after pandemic, the positive side of pandemic is that people have realized that how important it is digital transformation for the companies, and we have, with my technology and process and people expertise, I'm able to bring that change in all of these organizations. And believe me, 20 to 30% of the financial losses companies are actually facing, which they don't realize unless they really study their internal practices.
Yes.
And that is where we try to do due diligence for the companies. We help them figure out their challenges and issues, and then help them evolve in their practices and handhold them until they stabilize. This is where I can see that I have guaranteed most of my customers, whoever we have interacted with for business transformation, they have grown to the next level, and I proudly say that. And at least 3 of the companies have moved from retail to manufacturing, and that's also been one of my biggest success stories.
So upgradations. That's nice. Actually, it's very true, ma'am. Our country, our people mostly they learn after their mistakes.
Yeah. Government has also been taking a lot of measures in terms of educating the MSMEs that they can take up manufacturing, and MSMEs can really do their bit instead of depending completely on the other countries for imports. We can really take that step ahead, and I'm really making that little bit of an effort in terms of transition, building that company expansion.
That's good to know, ma'am. So, how has your experience prepared you for this role, ma'am, in particular?
Yeah. So, like I said, people, process, and technology expertise has always played. I've always been in the software management roles. I've played the roles as account manager, delivery manager, portfolio development manager, talent engagement manager. I've groomed people in the companies to get to the next level, perform to the next level. So people always has been my first, been my strength, I would say. People, process, and quality compliances. In fact, I was certified quality auditor at TCS and at Infosys also, which is also added on to my capabilities. This is what I have to say, and that's if I look back, I've also handled for example about 14 different verticals at Infosys. I used to handle only for process quality compliance, along with as a reuse anchor to really develop the potential of each of the companies to develop their reuse factors and deploy. So you don't have to build everything from scratch. There are some things which probably the other department or the people would have developed. There is something which you can reuse. Some changes. So all the departments in each of the companies, they work in silos. It is very important for the companies really to bridge those gaps, and so this is one thing which I have done in my career. If I look back, especially in the last 15 years of my journey of IT career, and I'm strong at that.
So this is basically creating awareness.
Creating awareness, absolutely.
For healthy business process.
Healthy business process, operational excellence, and unless companies reinvent themselves, there is always someone else who can come and replace you in the market.
Yes, ma'am, very true. So, what is your greatest professional achievement, ma'am, till date? The greatest.
Yeah, so I would say that when I was working at Infosys, I worked about for six and a half years, and for about 1.5 years, there was a phase when I worked with different teams in different cities, and I was the only person working out of Hyderabad as a project manager or the delivery manager, and all my teams worked out of either Pune, Bangalore, Chennai, US or UK, so whichever projects I've handled for UK, US or European regions. And that time, I think, it so happened that people recognized my efforts, the management recognized my efforts, and I was awarded as the best people manager.
Yeah, obviously, from other countries, from other states, now you're working with teams, really need to be appreciated.
So it's not about having a team always sitting next to you. You need to believe in people, build that trust, and put the right expectations so that the people also can perform in their roles. I think that's one thing which I have learned over the period of time, and especially Infosys definitely had created me, I would say, as an entrepreneur. Definitely it gave me that exposure that wherever I am, I can actually create, do something. Yes.
That's nice. So last question, ma'am. Can you please tell us a word or two about Onfyx, your experience with Onfyx?
I would say Onfyx has been a platform which has helped all the entrepreneurs come together, coexist and collaborate, grow together, right? And most of the platforms, in fact, for that matter, I'm also the president of MSME World, Bangalore chapter.
President, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's nice, ma'am.
Yeah, and I'm also been contributing to many other forums like FICCI Flow, MSMEDI, the Development Institute in Bangalore, Rajaji Nagar Institute, Government of India, and many other forums, Swakruta, and a lot of NGOs where I've been volunteering to bring awareness into bringing business improvements and operational excellence. And so here I would say Onfyx is definitely one of those kind of platform. The difference what I've seen with Onfyx is that they are very much organized in terms of events, whatever they plan, the crewmates, what they plan, the other promoting their entrepreneurs. Definitely that is also something which they have really taken to the next level. So that really gives the assurance to the different businesses who come onto the Onfyx platform that yes, they can move to the next level and grow their business while collaborating with the different businesses. So that's what I liked about Onfyx.
Okay, ma'am. So that was the very helpful social, economic, and a good citizen, Miss Srividya. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your time. Thank you for having us today. Thank you for being with Onfyx. Looking forward for a healthy relationship, and best of luck for your future endeavors. Thank you.